Hi and welcome to this week's update. This is the first update I've done in a couple of weeks where I haven't actually been live, which is actually quite nice for me because it's quite nerve-wracking being live. So I'm actually pre-recording it. It's Saturday now and I wanted to get this one ready to go up for you on Monday because I'm working right through until next Saturday, so I thought I would get that done tonight. And I've got quite a lot to tell you, so I'm hoping that this one's not going to be too long, but well, we'll just have to see. First off, what I want to do is I've actually been going something I've very much neglected was the sticker board, and I've been actually working really hard to make sure that I've got people's addresses and get their stickers sent out to them. This week I was doing all the posting for the 2,000 subs. Everything's gone now, and I think a couple of people have maybe received theirs already. I think I sent them on Thursday. Everything went on Thursday, so Val for America, she'll be about a week before she gets it, but everybody else will be within the next sort of couple of days. I should mostly have it by the beginning of the week. If within say 2 weeks something doesn't arrive, please do let me know so that I can find out really where the stuff is, but I expect that it will arrive, hopefully. So but everything's been sent out now, so I'm really pleased with that. Thanks very much for all the support. Thanks very much for all the support with the live as well, because you never know when you go live if there's nobody's going to turn up. So I'm absolutely delighted the amount of people that did turn up, and it's actually really nice. The only thing I don't have sussed with the live is answering questions. Now, I went back and I read everybody's notifications, so all you that put something on there last week, I read them all. I go back once I click it off. I then run back through all the chat and see what was being said in the chat and if people had any questions and stuff like that. And then I do try and get back to people that have asked me specific stuff to answer questions, or at least let them know that I read their comment, because I think it's really a really important part of YouTube is to actually communicate with everybody that's out there, because it's fine me talking to this little black box, but I am actually talking to you all. So, and although I probably wouldn't recognise any of yous, you may well know who I was if we were all put in a room together. So I think it's really important to build that community up, and you sort of get to know people through what questions they're asking and stuff like that in a superficial YouTube way. But yeah, so just to let you know, I read everything. I read every comment I get. I think on an odd occasion I miss one, but what I tend to do is I try to go once a week. I'll try to run back through all the comments to see if people have answered certain questions and stuff like that. So just to let you know, I do try and read everything that you send. But anyway, so I've been catching up with all the stickers and sending those out, and I was really delighted this week to get Mike Waldt. Oh, legendary, really. He really is, you know. I've looked, before I ever came onto YouTube, I knew who Mike was. I watched his videos. He's just almost a fixture of YouTube for me. In the world that we live in woodworking and stuff like that. So I was really pleased to get Mike's, and you know, he is a great support, and I don't think he realises just how good his videos are at giving us the knowledge out there. I mean, these little boxes that I turned, I mean, I didn't film them, but I had my iPads, obviously I've got it right at the lathe there, so I was actually following him along and making this, and I was so pleased how they came out, because they just come out so well. They've even got that nice tight lid. So yeah, I don't think he realises just quite how much it just helps to have somebody who knows what they're doing out there showing you how to do it, and showing you in a way that you can actually learn from. So thanks very much, Mike. Oh, that's a cat now. Hold on, I've got to let her in. And the other one I got this week as well is from Pete's Bunker Handicraft. Now I'm quite new to Pete's YouTube channel, and I've only actually started going down all his videos. I've watched one which he was he had an old mirror, and he redid it up. What do you call that? Terrible with words. Upcycling. So he upcycled this mirror, and brilliant, really nice video to watch as well. I really enjoyed watching it, and just his technique as well, you know, stuff that I don't know, you know, using the plane and, you know, how to do it. It was really nice, very beneficial video, especially if you're going in to do that. I don't know if I'm quite that good to do stuff like that, but Pete's Bunker Handicrafts, I shall link him and Mike below. Please do go check them out. The other thing that I really like about Pete, and it's probably something you don't know much about, my interest in that is, well, I used to build computers, and I actually used to repair games consoles. I'm a massive gamer. I don't get a lot of time to do it now, but I am a massive gamer, and I love Tomb Raider's my game of choice. So I've had and nearly completed every single Tomb Raider there ever was. For all yous that'll remember, going right back to the PlayStation 1. And I've always loved them, but years ago I couldn't afford to upgrade computers and stuff like that when my daughter was younger, so I used to build my own computers. So I built her one, and I built myself one, and games consoles, I'd buy them, broke them, and then repair them, and repair other people's, because people used to come to me for stuff like that. So I've always been very interested in hacking stuff. I mean, I used to do all sorts of stuff in old consoles. I used to put extra hard drives in them and stuff like that. I'm not going to bore you too much with that, but anyway, I really like Pete because he does that. I'm not very good at all the stuff that he does, but I really find it interesting to watch. A couple of years ago I bought a few Raspberry Pis, which is the little circuit boards that you can basically run a computer off. And I was actually going to build my an old retro machine, and I've got everything in there. I've got the screens and the keyboards and everything, but I just haven't got round to making it. It'll probably never something that I would show you. It would be something that I would be doing on the side, because I'd have to learn quite a lot as I went along as well. So yeah, getting back to it, I really like Pete for that, because he's doing little electronic stuff. He hacked this salt and pepper grinder, so I'll let you go. That'll be the one I'll actually link, because I really like that. So yeah, a little bit of background for me. So I'll link those two below, and I've also got a couple of shout outs this week. Now these two makers, I've actually watched every single one of their videos now, because I'm trying to go through a lot of my favourite makers and go back, and in support of them I'm going back and looking at all their videos. So I'm sort of concentrating on a couple of people a week. Go back, have a look at all their stuff. It's stuff I'm interested in anyway, and it's really nice to just sit there one evening and basically go through the whole playlist and just watch them. I mean, thankfully these sites are not too big, because you wouldn't want to go through all my videos in 1 week. It would take you weeks, especially some of the early ones that were so long. But so yeah, the first shout out is for Andy Pugh. It's Tales of Tinkerage. I've actually spoke about Tales of Tinkerage before, but one of my favourite videos is he actually carved a Celtic spoon, and as you know, I've spoke about carving before. I do an odd bit of carving, not great at it, but I don't really think you have to be to just go and try things. You can just be anything you want to be. And but I really enjoyed his videos, and he does some tip ones and he also does some project ones. But I'm going to link down his Celtic spoon, because it is absolutely beautiful, and he had a little issue with it at the end, and he shows you how he repaired that, and he tells you, and that's always a benefit, I think, because usually when you go and do something goes wrong. Well, he sort of covered that in his video as well. So Tales of Tinkerage, I'll leave a link below. And the other one is Asgard Woodturning. I love watching this bloke, and his kids are brilliant, really, really brilliant. They're young and they're eager to get in the videos with him, and they're so funny. The relationship they all have is brilliant. He looks like he's an amazing father. And the one that I really like is a Heath Knuckles inspired hybrid blank that he did. That's a video I'm going to link in because that's probably my favourite. Well, it's a close one with he made a wooden mallet, which I think it was his last video, and that was so funny. You've got to go and watch it because his kids just had him running around in circles. Very, very good. So that's Asgard Woodturning and Tales of Tinkerage. Link those two below. Yeah, I wanted to give you a bit of an update on Etsy. A few people have been asking me about some of the new stuff that I've been doing, whether it's gone up onto Etsy. I had a sale running through January, so I wanted to leave that to run before I updated the site anymore. I will start to be updating it in February, and it will also have a lot more pen blanks on there. I've been working like mad making pen blanks. Most of them are oak burrs, some of them are elm burrs. I did quite a bit of testing with these blanks. It's the selections of colours. You will see some of the casting because I filmed some of it. I've got quite a bit more to do, but I won't get any of it done until my days off because I like to be quite focused and not tired when I do it, so I get the colours and stuff right. I was going to, I dried all the wood in the oven for 24 hours, and I was actually going to stabilise it. But when you start stabilising the wood, it starts putting the cost up, and I'm quite eager to try and keep costs down if it's not necessary to do it. So this was a few weeks ago. I threw some oak burrs offcuts, and this was actually browns and greens. I'm not actually that keen on that colours, but I wanted to try something different. You don't see that colours very often, so I did. It was just a 2 blank mould. Threw those in with the oak burr, and I wanted to see how they turned. I wanted to see if there was any issues with them not being stabilised, because I mean I have stabilised in the past, but you're talking like 24 hours work with the stabilisation by the time you leave it, and then the drying in an oven, and it just adds so much more money, and I'm not really wanting to sell them for a fortune because I want people to have them. So I did these ones, and then I turned it. Now I'm hoping that you'll be able to see this. This is the one that I turned. Now it's not on a pen because I don't actually have a pen to put it on. And as you can see, there's oak burr there. And there was actually no issues with the burr. With burrs, you do get odd like veining and stuff in it. Mostly the pressure pot pulls resin into those parts. These are obviously mega thick. I cut the oak burrs at 1 inch, and then once I've sliced them all down, I'm just giving them a week to cure at the minute, and then I'll be slicing them all down and squaring them off so that they look tidy. At the minute they look a mess. So that's what I've been doing. I've been testing out a bit of material. This oak burrs up the west coast of Scotland, there's a sawmill, and these were given to me. Oh, so it was probably quite a few years ago. Well, about 3 or 4 years ago. They had them sitting at the end of the plot of land, and they were just going to dump them, and it was just like slices. So I actually took the slices off him. I actually bought them off him, but I got them at a very reasonable price for a burr. So I've been slicing those up, cleaning them up with a wire brush and drying them overnight. And there's going to be a massive selection of these blanks going up for sale in all different colours. So that's what I've been up to there. So it'll be a beginning of February before I start updating Etsy, and then I've got some new products which is going to go up onto there as well. and I've got new rings and stuff that's going to go onto there. I will possibly take some of the stuff down that I have on there currently, or I will actually probably reduce that to get rid of old stock while the new stock comes in. It tends to be something I do each year. I try and get rid of all stock that I have, and then bring in new stock next year. It's just something I've done year after year. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been mega busy with the pen blanks, because picking colours and stuff like that, I'm not wanting something that's already, that I'm seeing every day in my face. So I'm looking for something a little bit different. I mean, I can certainly do the colours that everybody normally does, plain colours and stuff like that, but no, I've gone for something a little bit different. So that's where it is there. I don't even know if I've got much more to tell you than that, which is probably just as well, because we're on 16 minutes. So yeah, stickers are out and everything, and anybody wants sticker swaps, just get in touch with me through Facebook or drop me a message on here, and yeah, I'm more than happy to do sticker exchanges or anything like that. The project will be going up on Wednesday this week, just one project again. There is a few projects still backloaded. I haven't edited it all yet, but there is quite a few still sitting in the background waiting to come up. So some little bit, well, a mix of stuff actually is coming up. So anyway, that's me for now. Hope you all had a great week. Like I say, thank you very much for everybody's support. I think I'm up to, probably time this goes up, I'm sure it'll be up to 2,300 subscribers. Not that the subscribers really make any difference, but the numbers in your face all the time. But anyway, so yeah, hope you're all well, and you're recovered after Christmas, and you're all quite delighted because the end of January paydays come up, because January is the worst month of the year after Christmas. And until next week, take care, and thanks very much for watching.